Hello, lovelies. Most people think that it takes years and years of experience or a huge following to be seen as an expert in your field. But I've worked behind the scenes for many years with 6 and 7 figure entrepreneurs, and I assure you that is not the case. So what I want to do is share some quick tips with you that you can enact right now that is going to build your authority, that's going to position you as the expert in your field. So what it boils down to, there are really three main things that you can do to be seen as an authority in your field. So truth number one, experts are made in motion, not before they start. So the entrepreneurs that I work with didn't wait until they felt like they were an expert in their field. Instead, they shared their ideas and their content and what they were doing. They started talking about their work. They started sharing their insight, and they really began to do that in a way that positioned them as the go-to expert. So they didn't necessarily know everything, but they positioned themselves as a guide. And that's exactly what you should do. You don't need to know every single thing. You don't need to be the expert. You just need to be the guide. And trust me, you know enough about the work that you're already lit up about and passionate about. It's going to come through, and people are going to begin to see you as the expert, as the go-to, even if you don't quite feel like it yourself. So truth number two, people trust people who teach, not just talk. So the entrepreneurs that I work with weren't necessarily the loudest. They were the ones who were just talking about what they knew. They were extremely generous with their knowledge. They started sharing content. They would share conversations. They would share free workshops just to share their knowledge with anyone and everyone. And it began to position them as an expert. Teaching builds trust, and trust is what gets people to follow you. So just have conversations, share content, or even share your process as you go. An example of this is just to naturally think about how you talk and teach people and lean into that. And truth number three, authority is built through consistency. So consistently showing up at the time that you have promised people and sharing that content on a regular basis is going to be a huge authority builder. Those who show up consistently outrank and outperform anyone who just shows up sporadically and without a real strategy about what they're talking about as well. So spend some time and think about all the things that you want to share. Put it on a content calendar and be true to it. True to yourself by setting that time aside to make sure you're developing that content, and then give it away and do it consistently. So which of these three stood out to you? Which will you do? Or will you do all three? Drop me a comment and let me know. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. And until next time.